Yes, roomies, welcome back to another video and thanks for joining me. So in today's video we're going to be setting up and installing the Exo Terra Monsoon Multi 2. So if you're interested in how to set this up, how to install it or anything about this, then make sure you don't go anywhere, and that's all coming up right after this. And welcome back. So like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the Monsoon Multi 2. Now this is the second version of this product. Now Exo Terra have improved the last version and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later on in the video. But I'm just unpacking this system. As you can see, there's not a great deal to it. You have the reservoir, which holds about 8 litres of water. And also you have the control unit, which we can set on a timer or you can use it manually. But again, I'll go into that a little bit later in the video. Here I'm just unpacking the accessories, and it comes with a filter to stop any particles going up into the nozzles, as well as some accessories, the tubing, suction cups, and as well it actually comes with 2 spray nozzles. And the only other part that comes with it is the power pack, which you can plug it into the back and obviously power the unit itself. Now here you'll see me adding the tubing, which draws the water from the reservoir and sprays it through the tubing and out the nozzles. On the end of this tubing, there's like an air stone type material, which just prevents any particles going up into your nozzles, causing them to block. But in terms of the unit itself, this is all the assembly you need. And welcome back. So we've got it unboxed. So as you can see, it's quite a straightforward unit, not too many parts. And it is one of those systems you can use straight off the shelf. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to get one yourself. But if you wouldn't mind using my link, just because I'll get a small commission, it doesn't cost you any more, just helps support the channel, helps make more videos like these. But this is going on to my male Panther Chameleon bird's enclosure. Now we've got a dripper on here, we've also got a fogger which goes on in the morning before the lights come on. So I've been manually spraying this in the past, but I want to make sure there's some more consistency, plus I'm going away for a week as well. So why don't we just check out how we're going to install this now, get it set up, and we'll test it out. So we've got this set up now on bird's enclosure. Now this is a lot easier than setting up the solo, not because of the system itself, but if you haven't seen the video already, I'll link it down in the description or add it here or here. I added the Monsoon Solo onto my Cuban Nightingale's enclosure, which is a wooden vivarium. Now this was a lot easier just because it's in mesh, so all I needed to do was poke some holes through the top of the mesh, put the little nodule ends through, and then put the suction cups on the top to hold them in place, which was so easy. Now I've only added 2 nozzles on this so far just because I'm going away very soon. I will be adding another 4 on there because that's the capacity this rain system can take. Now, this won't only allow Bert for drinking water because he does primarily drink from droplets off the leaves and the plants, but it'll also keep the plants healthy and keep it on a more regular cycle than me manually misting with a manual mister, which can sometimes be a pain. Now, the reason I like this system, and I've always liked this system, they did have Exo Terra did make one previously. So the old version of this was the RS40 or 400, something along those lines. Now I did have one when I kept only red-eyed tree frogs, but it did come with an issue. So when you actually filled it up through the little cap, sometimes the water would actually get into the main head mechanism, which would cause it to malfunction. I did come home and it flooded the tank and it was completely empty and it was running dry. So it's great to see a company like Exo Terra really keen to improve their products for their consumers, customers, however you want to say it. Can't get my words up today. Now the reason I like this system a lot is because it's so easy to use. You can pretty much buy it off the shelf and use it straight away. Now I do also have a Mist King system, which is probably one of the best ones on the market. You can time it and set it more specifically to how you want to use it, but you do have to add a reservoir on yourself, add the bulkhead, and I know that could be intimidating for some people. But like I said, the control panel is so easy to use. Now there's an on and off function and you just press the button here if you just want to use it periodically and when you want to use it, but imagine most of you want to use it on a timing system, so you can also do that. So all you need to do, there's 2 dials. There's a dial to show how many times a day you want it to go off, and there's also a dial then to time how long each period goes on for. So that is really simple to use. And if you want to set that up, you just set the dials and then you press the timing button here, which will then set it up for if you want to set it off for every 4 hours, every 8 hours, and so on. But this system can hold, I think it's about 8 litres of water, whereas the Solo is a lot smaller. I think it only holds about 1.5 litres. And I am considering upgrading it to a multi, which is this one we put on today, for my female Nightingale as well. So I think it'll probably help. It'll save me filling it up so often. Now I don't want it to be that infrequent that the water goes stagnant. But as you can see, there is a little filter on the end of the hose just to make sure no particles go up into it, which is really handy. And I know on the old one, you'd have to buy that separately. Now, one of the only downsides to this system I found so far and in the past is sometimes the nozzles are not the best from time to time. Now on this one, I did set one of them up, which come brand new, and it wasn't working how I'd like it to. Fortunately, I did have some spares, so we used that at the time. But I know Exo Terra have great customer service. They're not sponsoring this video or pay me or sending me any free products. I'm just trying to get some of these points across to you in case you're thinking of buying one. But they will change them out, and obviously you can get a refund and order some new. But if you want to set up more than 2 nozzles on this, you will need to buy them separately, and I think you can buy a kit with a tube in as well. So I'll be doing that very shortly and setting those up. So if this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, then I'd really appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. As always, for you regular viewers, if you can drop me that thumbs up or leave me a comment to show YouTube you're enjoying this sort of content, and it allows me to make more videos like these. As always, if you're interested in this product today, then I really appreciate you using my link because I get a small commission. It doesn't cost you any more. It just helps support these videos, helps me make more videos like this in the future, and provide better care setups for my animals. As well, you can go and check out my merch. I'll leave a link in the description. Anything you buy, again, will go straight back into this room. But I think we covered enough on this topic today. If you've got any more questions, hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video.